This is why most niggas are not able to have multiple wives here in America. Understand them. Maturity, communication, which go back to understanding, but it's a big deal. There's no point in communicating if ain't nobody trying to understand, period. Hey, this is probably the biggest one. I might say this for the end of the video. It's a real big one. Really, bro, I want to go way in depth and give y'all the whole scoop, but I can't on Facebook and Instagram. Like, you got to go tap in with my YouTube. I post longer videos and I can go in depth. But maturity is huge. You really need to be in tune with yourself. That takes a certain level of maturity. I mean, you got to be able to keep it real with yourself. You can't lie to yourself. You can't be driven by your ego, pride. You can't be chasing little childish dreams. You really gotta be mature. Let's stay on the topic of maturity because it's really big. Spiritually, you need to be mature. Financially, you need to be mature. Emotionally, you need to be mature. You need to just be developed. You need to be developed because your duty, ain't no woman gonna submit to you. Ain't no woman gonna sit in the passenger seat and allow you to drive, allow you to lead her and another woman if you're not really qualified, if you're not overly developed in these departments. It gotta make sense for them too. So that's your challenge. You need to mature. You need to have a lot of experience. You need to have a lot of understanding. Spiritually, you need to be on a strong foundation, something that does not change. That's probably one of the biggest things. You need to have a constant spiritual presence that does not change. If it changes, there's a lot of weakness there. You need a strong foundation. Shout out to the big bro, Judah the Shooter. Shout out to you. If you know who that is, or if you don't know who that is, look him up on Facebook. He got some poly books. Go tap in with him. He gonna get you right. Moving forward, you gotta make sure your household is not built on sand. So you need a strong foundation, a spiritual presence that's there that doesn't change. You need to have certain things that's lined up that doesn't change. Whenever things is changing and it's volatile, it makes a relationship extremely weak. Now let me backtrack, y'all. Let me tell you about maturity. Let me tell you about emotional maturity. In a relationship, if you really want to have success long term, as the man of the relationship, as the leader of a relationship, you can't be doing all of this more than your woman. I'm doing this hand gesture. If you can't see my phone, I'm going into just being emotional and volatile and switching up and changing up and having all these damn feelings and emotions. I'm not trying to tell you, bro, that you can't have emotions. That would be unreal. Even God has emotions. You see what I'm saying? Even God gets, upset. It's okay to get upset. But what I'm telling you is you can't be so reactive. You got an emotion, you can't be reactive. You can't act on it. You can't act off impulse and emotions. You gotta be able to regulate yourself emotionally, consistently, all day, every day. If you really want to have multiple wives, because your wives is the ones who's going to be emotionally volatile doing this up and down shit. And the burden going to end up falling on you to teach her how to control this. In a perfect world, her mother, her father, her aunties, her uncles, her grandmothers then taught her how to regulate her emotions and how to be a great wife. Not a career bitch. I'm talking about a wife. But 9 times out of 10, especially here in America, she missed out on that. She didn't really get that upbringing. Public schools raised her. Social media raised her. She might not even know her father. So guess what? She wasn't taught to be a wife. She wasn't taught how to really control her emotions. She got a lot of trauma. This is why it takes a lot of love, a lot of long suffering, a lot of patience, a lot of understanding, a lot of maturity to really have success with multiple wives here in America, 2026 AD. I'm keeping it a beam with you. This gonna go over a lot of people's head. This might not even get in people's algorithm because they ain't even ready for this. Be real. It's gonna end up being your burden. All of the things that she didn't get in her childhood, all of the things that she went through in her childhood, you're gonna be the one who has to solve that in order for y'all to thrive and have a long, lasting, strong relationship. Period. So if you're not emotionally mature, if you're not understanding, if you're not good at communicating, if you're not good at solving problems effectively, knowing how to communicate to a woman, not a man. Niggas can talk to a man all day, every day, and it's easy. If my brother being weird, if he being effeminate, if he being emotional, I can just be like, man, you being emotional, nigga. Take what I'm saying. I'm giving you some logical shit. You got all these problems. Take what I'm saying. It's some shit in your way. Go around it. He gonna be like, damn, bro, you smart, you wise. Women don't work the same way. You don't just go up or over or under or around some shit that easy. You don't just go from A to B. You go from A to B to C to the E, all of the alphabets. Then you get to the problem and fix it. And a lot of niggas ain't really ready for that grind. A lot of niggas ain't really understanding that being in a relationship with a woman long term is not easy. And when you go around here looking for the woman, searching for this woman, running through hoes, having sex with all these hoes, trying to find that right woman, sometimes it can become more difficult because you didn't realize that, damn, no matter what woman I choose, there's going to be problems. No matter what woman I choose, it's going to be difficult. No matter what. Some people come into this poly thing wanting multiple wives, and they more ready for the benefit than the responsibility. And you can coin that. That is real talk. You're not ready to put in the work and really build a real relationship with multiple women that endures, that lasts, that means something. Y'all really got a purpose together as a family. Y'all really striving towards something. Y'all really aligned. Y'all really got shared goals. Y'all really see the value in each other. It makes sense for you to be her leader, and she sees that, she understands that, and she feels that, and she attuned with that. And it makes sense for her to follow you because you're worthy, you're really qualified. This is why a lot of niggas ain't ready for that. And that's just just the emotional maturity. What about financially mature? Financial maturity. Come on now, use the right English. I've been working on my Spanish, so my English is a little bit suspicious. So financially, you do not have to be rich. And I stand 10 toes on that. Go watch my YouTube. I'm really finna cut this video off because it's already too long. I'm gonna say what I say about this financial shit. But if you want the real in-depth breakdowns on how I see stuff, tap in with my YouTube at Mahar Rakah. Tap in with me. It's some good information. Subscribe. Do me a favor, please. Subscribe. Now, before I get out of here, I want to give you a little bit more value. You do not have to be rich, bro. You need to have some motion. You need to be on your way. You need to be in the water, swimming. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of motion, figuring it out. A man with a plan is dangerous. And a lot of times, if you got a plan that makes sense and you can articulate it to a woman and it don't sound like some childish little boy dreams, I'm just trying to get famous, I'm just trying to rap, I'm just trying to, you trapping, bro, that shit is buns. Trapping, bro, that shit dead. All you doing is giving people drugs so you can benefit. You harming other people, that shit whack. You gotta grow up. Put away them childish things. Get you some motion that really makes sense. Something that really says that you can provide security. Women thrive whenever you make them feel secure. Hey man, y'all want some more? Tap in with my YouTube channel, man. Until next time, peace.